and today with a 4x1 switch up to 8K at 60 Hz. This means that we can connect up to 4 sources to one TV with one single cable, which is awesome for those that only have one TV with 1 or 2 HDMI inputs, but do have different sources like PlayStation 5, a mini computer with Windows 11, one Xbox S, an Android TV box, an Apple TV 4K. I'm talking about 5. Now, OREI does have those solutions linked down below so that you can check out the website, but this one right over here will go up to 4 devices simultaneously. And if you are worried about, hey, my device has Dolby Vision, HDR and so on, will I lose that? No. Link down below once again with all the specifications, but if you wait a while here on the video, I will explain a little bit more about it. One cool thing as well is that if you connect an older device that has lower resolution, because we can go up to 8K at 60 Hz, but let's say that you have an Apple TV at 4K right over here, you have a mini computer at 1080 right over here, another device at 2K right over here, and another one with, I would say, 1080 right over here. The switch will do all the processing and it will send to the TV the exact signal that it will receive from the source, which is great, and it's not found on all the switches that we have seen, which is a really interesting feature. Now, it has a few more interesting features, so let's take a closer look at it. In terms of the package and the unboxing experience, we will find the BK401A switch, one user manual, a power adapter, a RS232 adapter, and a remote control. In terms of the connectivity, really simple. As we can see, it has 4 HDMI inputs where we will connect our sources like our PlayStation, our mini computer, and so on and so forth. And then it has one single output which we will connect to our TV or to our monitor. It also has a optical audio output so that we can connect to our sound system, one micro USB for firmware updates, and a DC input. So it's just simple as this, but let's check out how it works. And now with a setup example for this switch, 4x1 in this particular case, up to 8K at 60 Hz. Now, one thing that I would like to have in mind is that at this moment I did change this Android TV box to 1080 resolution. So just if we have any device that has lower resolution than 8K, it will work just fine, as this one is working just fine right over here. So if you have different devices, one is 4K, one is 720, other is 8K up to 60 Hz, which is the maximum that we can go, then we will be just fine. Now at this moment I've got 4 different sources connected, which we are going to play a little bit with them so that we can see how it works. And we have one single output in this particular case, so we only have one single display. In this case it's an LG display with a long delay, as you will have the chance to see, but this is really useful if we want to put it on our living room TV or any other TV that has different sources like an Apple TV and an Android TV box, a mini computer, and so on and so forth, and we just need one remote control on our couch to cycle between all those devices. Of course, we have other ways to do, like the switch right over here. Now, just really quickly, we have an indication LED which lets us know if it's on or off, and then we have 4 LEDs that will give us the signal which input is working at this moment. So number 1, number 2, number 3, and number 4. I've got an Android TV box on number 1, Windows computer on number 2, Windows computer on number 3, and a MacBook Pro on number 4. So I can just cycle through, and if I wanted to have on my desktop right over here, I could just stop on one, and as you could see, long delay on, but this is the display that takes this long. Now I could work on my MacBook Pro, and if I wanted to go back to the Android TV box, or if I press once again, I can go directly to my Windows computer, and this mouse is connected to this Windows computer. I could control it, do the work here, and then cycle through. On the other hand, if we are using the switch on a TV and we are sitting on a couch, it's not really friendly to touch the switch button right over here. So we have the remote control. Now the remote control has 6 buttons. We only have 4 inputs, so we will have 1 button for each input, and we also have 1 arrow left and 1 arrow right. So it's really easy to use. We just need to press the arrow if we want to move once to the right, or if we want to move once to the left, and I can cycle the way backwards, for example, or the other way, which is really cool if I want to just swap quickly. If I know exactly the number that I want to use, so if I decide to use my MacBook Pro, which is on input number 4, I can just press the button and I will go to my MacBook Pro, which will take more than the others to display, but here it is. And now if I want to go back to, let's say, the Windows computer, I can just press number 2 and I will go to the Windows computer, which is connected to this mouse right over here, and I can do whatever I want. If I want to watch TV, I just need to press number 1 and I will go to my TV box at this moment, which is the Realme 4K connected right over here. And in a few seconds after the display decides to give me an image, we will get the image from... It seems that my Android TV box was asleep, but here we are with our Android TV box and ready to watch TV. Once I finish that and I want to do something else, I can just press the button and it will cycle to... And this is not cycle, it will go directly to number 4, which was the one that I did select, which is my MacBook Pro. So this is the easiest way to use this switch, which will go up to 8K, 4 sources, 1 single output. And we also have right over here the infrared receiver, which I did not talk about, the RS232. And at the back, I did not connect at this moment, but we also have the option to connect an optical out to our stereo system to have a better audio quality. Forgot to mention one of the things that we take for granted on OREI devices, and then if we don't have that feature on another brand, we will miss it, which is the automatic switching that I did not share with you. But if I have in input A, for example, on Apple TV 4K, and on the input 2, I said A, but it's 1, and then on the input 2, I have a mini computer with Windows, and if I'm on number 1, and if I switch off the Apple TV 4K, which is on number 1, it will pass automatically to the next available source, which in this particular example is the mini computer with Windows. If I shut down Windows, it will pass to the next available source, and this is really, really cool. And as I said, we take for granted because OREI devices usually have this. In terms of audio capability and image capability, it has all the bells and whistles like HDR, Dolby Vision, Dolby Digital, Dolby True HD, and a lot more, which I will leave on screen for a few seconds. And it supports practically everything that we have available in terms of image and audio, but for the full specifications and info, link down below. That being said, hope that you enjoyed to know a little bit better about this switch 4x1, which will be great for those that have one TV with multiple sources. If that was the case, don't forget that usual thumbs up right over there, which is really appreciated on this side of the screen. My name is Roberto, and as always, I'll see you on the next one.